Before we start this video, I'd just like to say this video is sponsored by OneFootball, the app that lets you download all the stats, facts and all the great stuff about football. And if you could download it, it'll help us greatly in the link in the description down below.
But before we get into the madness, can we talk about Pellegrini? Because the reason why I say that is because there's been a lot of, lately, leading up to this game, a lot of people sort of divided and a lot of people saying, oh, Pellegrini will go next season, he won't be here, and a lot of people thinking he should be out, and a lot of people are unhappy with him. And
I said this last week and I'll say it again, these people that say that don't know what they're talking about. How can you judge someone after one season when he's had so many injuries? I think we've had a decent season. I think from compared to the last 2 seasons, I think there's been times where it's been poor, but we've had a lot more better performances.
I'll tell you the interesting stat though I found out is apparently we're only, prior to this game, we was only 1 point better off than we were in the same period last season.
No, it was 5.
Was it 5?
Yeah,
someone said 1, so it's 5.
That's right. We've had a lot of injuries this season. We've had key players missing. We've had the Arnautovic saga. You had to deal with that.
There's stuff going on in the background. Some of the performances this season, and I think that was the most important thing, getting us playing back to attractive football. You know what I mean? Like there was a stat the other day. Someone, and this is where stats can be deceiving. We're the second lowest working team in the Premier League, but I think that's because we give the ball to teams in key areas, and we're sort of shutting down.
I was actually surprised with that stat.
Yeah, so was I.
I was surprised with that stat.
Sometimes these stats, I think they just make them up as they go along.
But
there's been a lot going on, and he spent £100 million integrating, players. Look, we said it last time. A lot of players were integrated into the fucking team at once. Was a few years ago, and we really struggled. We went down because of it.
I feel a lot more happier going over there to watch games this season than I did the last season than the season before.
But there's always going to be, you'll always find this, right? When a past regime and you've been doing really bad, and you're bringing more players in, there's always a bit of a hangover of the attitude of the old players. You know what I mean?
It's been a rebuilding season. That's what it's been, and I think a lot of people expect you to spend 100 million and then straight away you're just shit hot.
Me, pricks like me at the beginning of the season.
But even at the beginning of the season when we lost our first 4, I wasn't thinking Pellegrini, he's not the right man. I thought you've got to give him a chance. And next season, this summer's going to be big for him. And next season, let's hopefully, if we can finish in the top 10, then next season progression would be trying to push for Europe. Trying to push for that Europa League. I know we could have got 7th this season, but I don't think we're ready for that. I don't think we're ready.
We need stability first.
And if you get in Europe, you're going to need more than £30 million to compete in all the competitions plus Europe.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, great win, great result, great weekend.